Hello YouTube community, my name's the Jackam13 and today we're here with another one of my updates, the famous updates that you guys get to see. That's pretty much the only thing I like to upload nowadays. But don't worry, things are getting ready to change. Got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today, and in fact the majority of it is probably stuff that you're going to be seeing in the future, sadly, because right now the present's a little bit busy. So let me go ahead and tell you about my life stuff that I'm sort of been going through recently. Nothing really major, just sort of things that have been going on. Things have gotten a little busy near this time of summer. Friends want to go out and do stuff. Today I had my sister graduating from 5th grade and leaving her school that she's going to now. She's going to be going into a different middle school, and probably that place will also be her high school. I think that's what they're going to be doing. So I had to go watch that because I'm a good brother like that, and I make sure that I attend my sister's events and different things of that nature. So I did that. My friends want to go do something tomorrow over in Assateague, so I'm going to be doing that from 5 till probably like 11 o'clock-ish. So I'm not going to be getting back home and doing anything. Then Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for college, and if I have any time after that on the weekend, I'm probably going to be sitting with my mom and dad. Might be doing some uploading then if I do any recording at any point. And if I don't, then I'll record on Saturday, go over on Sunday, and upload that stuff. Right now I have a schedule going that I want to add on to. Currently I have Dark Souls going up on Sundays every week for the next 5 weeks. I only have 5 episodes prepared. The last one went up, today's Tuesday, right? It went up the Sunday before, so 2 days ago. And I'm going to be able to continue that, hopefully, as long as nothing bad happens. But this week is really busy so far, so I'm hoping that on the weekend I have time to do that. What I'm going to be getting on the schedule, in addition to Dark Souls, is I'm probably going to play Persona, finally get into that. I have some footage that I want to review and go over before I do that, however, and because of that, I'm going to need to get my computer set up. I have the monitor now. I would show you guys it, but it's a little bit of a complicated thing for me to take my laptop screen and point it over there. So Persona's going to be a thing, and I have another game that I'm going to be playing on the computer, hopefully, if all things go well. I bought the game. It's going to be a lot of fun to play. It's something completely different from this channel, nothing that you guys have ever seen before, but it's something that I do in my free time occasionally, something that I play a lot. I'm not going to give any hints, drop any surprises or anything like... Well, no, it's going to be a surprise. But I'm not going to drop any hints or give you guys any possibilities of what it could be. Actually, maybe I already have by accident. That'll be a thing. I'll have 3 things going up per week. On Sundays, I'll have the Dark Souls. Persona will probably be sometime Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. And the other series will be done on Tuesday or Monday. I'm still not quite sure what I want to do. If I want to do a Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, or Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. I like the Tuesday, Thursday better. It gives you a bit of time in between some episodes. So if you're going to be watching all 3 things, you have the time to do it. And Tuesday and Thursdays are days when TV really doesn't have a whole lot. So if you're not doing TV, you might be on the computer. I'm trying to hit my viewership, audience, people thing. In July, where's my phone? Here's my phone. July from the 13th all the way to the 26th, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. The 13th I head out to California for a week. Actually it's 10 days. From the 13th to the 23rd. I then come back on the 23rd around 5 o'clock. I should be coming out in BWI. And if I'm not in BWI, I'll have to drive from the Salisbury airport all the way up back to Baltimore, because then an Otakon's going on, and I'm doing that with my friends. So that's going to be going on from the 24th to the 26th. So that's an entire 2 weeks, and I miss being able to record and stuff. That's going to be fun though, because if I can get a camera, or if I just use the camera that I have, I want to get a video camera, because the camera I have is mostly for taking pictures, and the sound quality is not the greatest. It's not that big of a deal to deal with, but I'd rather have a good video camera that I can use to do vlogging stuff. Like I did with my Canada trip. I have some really good videos from that, or at least videos I thought were really good at the time. I might need to go back and reassess the situation a little bit. Also, Father's Day is coming up too. Crap, forgot about that. So I gotta make sure that I'm perfectly ready and prepared to do all this stuff other than those 2 weeks, I don't think I have anything like too major to get in the way of recording. So what I want to do with recording is have full days of doing it. If I record for 7 full days, and that's like an 8-hour day of recording, which I think I can do. It's not that big of a deal, right? If I do that and continue the uploading process the way I have set in motion for 3 videos a week, that can be prepared to have videos from now, like as soon as they first get up, until next year, sometime near the end of May, is the way that I've seen it like planned out. So that would be a really big help for the channel. It would keep my channel active even when I can't be as active in it. You guys who'd be watching the videos and stuff like that would be commenting and doing your normal thing, and I might not be able to get back to you immediately because I have college stuff I would need to do, but you guys could at least have that stuff there, and then when I have time and breaks, I'll come back and view the however many comments. And if for some reason, because I have a schedule, things start growing exponentially, I mean, all the better. It would be a little bit difficult to manage considering college and all that kind of stuff, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, reading, if I get like 10 comments or something during that time period, which is like a maximum that I can see myself getting in a year's worth of time, then I'd be able to read 10 comments on like 50 videos in no time flat and answer all of those comments. So I don't see any problems with that. Computer. Like I said, I got the monitor now. I just got to plug that into the supercomputer. Everything's golden from there on out. And I'll start recording stuff, editing stuff. I think I would probably take it off and upload it on this computer or on another computer like this one. But editing and all that stuff is going to become so much better. I'm going to be using Adobe Premiere, and so things are just going to look fantabulous. And the recording stuff can now be done on the computer, so now I can do stuff that I have for Steam. I can also play things like Minecraft with friends, which is something I've been wanting to do. I personally don't think I'm going to be playing Minecraft on this channel much. I have a single-player story that I have in mind that I might do, and I might do some multiplayer here and there. But this channel is never going to become like a full Minecraft channel. I don't like that idea. It just doesn't work for me. And I probably won't be playing a whole lot of it, but I'm bringing the idea up because it is something that I do want to play. It's a game that I really liked when I was into it. Then the other stuff on Steam that I have, one of the games that I was talking about adding to the schedule is going to be on Steam. It is a Steam game, so I need that. I have Team Fortress 2. I might start playing that a little bit. And there's a plethora of other games during the Steam summer sales that I could find. Steam summer sales. Good lord, I couldn't speak, and I feel like I mumbled all the words and jumbled them up together somehow. So all of this stuff I can now access because I've got the computer ready, I've got the monitor, and everything is just going to look freaking awesome. Alright, so another thing that you guys are probably wondering about, is just my overall like life stuff that's been going on recently. Currently, during this summer, I've done absolutely nothing but watch anime, which is pretty good. I like that. It's fun times. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to worry. Don't have a job that I have to worry about. I don't have any money because of it, but, whatever. Could spend more time on YouTube or watching anime or with friends and stuff like that. Stuff I prefer to do anyway. But another thing that, just happened recently, if you guys can recall from a few of the videos that I made, there was a situation between me and one of my lady friends, female friends, friend girls, whatever the correct terminology is for it. She's not my girlfriend, and that was made absolutely clear. She's just a friend who's a girl. So that whole situation has, for the most part, cleared up. I was really, maybe a month ago is when it happened. And for, the first couple of weeks, I was really obsessed with the whole issue, and I wanted to fix it as soon as possible because I knew it was going to be a problem. And eventually, it just got to the point where it, was off my mind because I had other stuff to do. And then I got to thinking about it again, this week, and I realized how big of, a problem it actually was. And, I had made it to be here, let me see if I can get in. I made it to be this big, as big as the TV screen. Or not the TV screen, but, the screen that you see. And the problem's, minuscule, not even the size of my fingernail right there. It's not that big of a deal. It's life. Stuff like this happens. You have feelings for someone, they don't have feelings back. It's cool. You got to learn to live with it and deal with it. I still want to talk with her about it and make sure that we're both on the same page. and that I'm not misreading the situation any. And I also kind of want to get back in touch with her because we haven't talked this entire month, and that's not her problem. That's not her fault, rather, and it's not my fault either. Um, she is very busy right now. She's working a job. I'm not working a job, so I don't have that to worry about. She has some sort of attention deficit disorder, I think, and so that distracts her from getting on things like Skype and checking her phone, and she gets really drawn into books and anime and a lot of the other things that she obsesses with. Mostly books, anime, and Homestuck. But because she's got all that going on, we don't talk much, and that's just normally how it is anyway. When I obsess over stuff like this, I don't always take stuff like that into consideration. The normal, like, this is how stuff works for you anyway, Michael. Just remember that. I'm like, oh my gosh, she doesn't talk to me. She hates me. Oh my god, my life's over. Stuff like that. And it really worries me. I have problems. Also, by the way, I just remembered my hair. I was going to mention this at the beginning of the video. My hair's like this not because of a new style or anything. I was wearing a hat recently, and so it just sort of fell in the almost bowl cut thing. So, but yeah, the situation, it's pretty much been, for the most part, resolved. I still want to, like, talk about it with her, but for the most part, I think I've gotten over a lot of the problems that I was having. It wasn't, like, liking her or feeling for her isn't a problem. This video is going to get, like, super long if I continue talking about that. Okay, but right now, shut up. I've been reading book. John dies at the end. The reason why I wanted to bring up the situation was actually because of this. I think this is the first book I've read twice now. This is the second time reading through it. I'm halfway, roughly, through it. And the reason why was because of the friend girl that I've been talking to. I lent her the book before things went haywire. And she said, after reading it, she said, I really like this book. It's funny, and I want to talk with you about it. And I was like, all right, any chance to talk with somebody is a freaking awesome opportunity for me. So I'm going ahead and reading it. I also am going to I have the sequel, and I want to reread that, or not reread. I want to read that. So I need to know what happened in this story, the original, in order to understand what's happening in the second story. And even then, I'm probably still going to be confused because there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in those freaking books. Another great thing that I got this album. For those of you who know the cover, this is the Metal album by Pink Floyd. Freaking awesome band. I love Floyd. This is my favorite album of theirs. Because it shows, like, a huge diversity in, like, their music tastes. You got One of These Days, which is, like, an essential rock ballad that they played in a lot of their concerts. Then you got A Pillow of Winds, which is, like, their earlier stuff that's sort of, like, soft and melodic. But it's not rock. It's its own sort of, I guess you could call it somewhat alternative rock. I'm not quite sure what the exact, like, terminology is for using that song, but it's nice. Then you have Fearless, which is, I don't know how to explain it because I don't know my music genres nearly enough, but it's a very good song. It's dum 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 dum. I'm trying to think. I know, like, that's a progression for something, for some sort of, like, sound. I don't know. And then you have Saint Tropez, which is another, like, poppy, not hippie, a very, like, light, airy, just pop song, basically. Then you have Seamus, which is a blues number. And then you have Echoes, which is one of their first ever psychedelic space rock style songs. That was the foundation for what they ended up doing, Dark Side, their most popular album, and the one that most people have heard, Dark Side of the Moon. That was the foundation for it, and that's one of my favorite songs, just because there's a lot of great guitar solos in that song. I've always really liked their lyrics, too, because for some reason they touch me on an emotional level. I'm not going to show you Where on the Doll because I'm too scared, but that is that. And then Basement Alchemy's album, In Spirals, Heads. He's got the new one coming out soon. I don't know when it's coming out. Let me go ahead and show that a bit better. Tales is coming out soon. I don't know when that is. But apparently this was supposed to be a signed copy. I want to see if I can... Yeah, there it is. Right there on the thing. It's signed by him himself. That's freaking awesome. Cannot wait to listen to these two albums. And then with those, this is all stuff that I got for graduation. I got myself a Kindle, so now I can start reading books more often. And it's the origami style. So, like, here, let me show you. if you just, if you ever so slightly fold it like that, you can use it as a stand. Let me go ahead and show that to you. That's not a very good shot. Never mind. But origami stand looks freaking awesome. I'm gonna have to get into this a bit more because I don't have a whole lot of books on there that are mine. The books she downloaded are books that my grandmother uses. I'm on her account basically. So none of those books are really things that I'm gonna read, or I've already read them. That's where I ended up getting Golden Sun because it's not out in the paperback yet. And I read it on her Kindle while she was ordering mine. Anyway, a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to get back to reading John Dies at the End soon. Probably right after I finish editing this video and uploading it. And then after I read a little bit, probably going to set up the monitor. So there's that. One last thing. I know I've talked about an awful lot in this episode, but that's normally what these update videos do. I just talk and rant and rave and stuff. So hopefully I can edit it a little bit so it doesn't seem so boring like it does normally. Anyway, shoutouts. Something I haven't done in a while. I used to do it only on one series or on the series when I had multiple people. So like when I played with friends, I'd get them to shout somebody out. And then when I played SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, that's when I would do shoutouts. Then I had its own little series when I actually just did the normal shout out. I'm kind of thinking about going back to that because there's a lot of people that I want to like shout out. A lot of things too that I want to shout out. Anime and manga and books and stuff. So I'm not really sure exactly what we're going to do for that. But in this video, I want to shout out somebody very important right now in, I guess, the entire channel. Skaza3012. Alright, this guy's been around for a little bit. He's checked out my channel. He's subbed. He shares the majority of my videos when he sees them go up. He comments on them. And he's been a very active part of the community. And I wish I could do more for him on his side because he has his own channel where he does good stuff. But the videos that he puts up aren't things that I'm really super interested in. And that's nothing against him. He makes very good content and I like the stuff that he does, but it's just not, appealing to me. I might start watching it a little bit more just due to the fact that I like his commentary style and he just sort of does his own thing. And it's really cool. But yeah, he's been giving me a lot of support and I want to give him at least a little bit in return. Recently, his uncle, I believe, passed away. And so I gave my condolences. But I think another way to sort of show that I really do care and I appreciate what he's been doing for my channel and I hope that he has good luck with his channel would be to shout him out. And so that's what I'm doing. Probably will give him a shout out in the actual series, the shout out series. That might be how I come back to it. But I just wanted to let him know that I do care, I do appreciate what he's doing, and I would help him out more if I could. But right now, my schedule's pretty busy. The stuff that he uploads isn't stuff that I'm super interested in. I might go and check his channel again later on, maybe today, because I have time today, to see if there's anything on there that maybe I might have missed when it hit my sub feed, because I don't always check the sub feed. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of anime, so instead of YouTube stuff like being my priority, I've been watching anime and I've been reading, and so trying to balance it all is a little bit of a conundrum for me, because I have so many different passions that I love to do and love to like meld into my life, but then I have to remember, hey, I got a commitment to this channel and to you guys and to stuff, so I got to remember to keep up with that too. It's an awful lot. I'm not having a huge difficult problem with it, It's just you have to remember that I have my own life that I live and I do other stuff. This isn't a huge part of my life anymore. When I first started it, it was sort of like a job. Now it's becoming what I should have had from the very beginning, just a hobby. However, because I realize I have time now, at certain intervals at least, to record, I want to at least have that footage for you guys later so that my hobby will be able to be shared the way I wanted it to in a consistent basis. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff to talk about. I think I covered it all, and if not, I either will cover it in a later video that I do. I might do another one of these another time if I remember anything I forgot. If there's something that you guys wanted to know, you'll probably tell me down in the comment section below. Obviously, that's what you guys do. That's your job. Well, not really a job. It's just sort of something I feel is your priority. If you want to see more stuff or if you have questions or anything, you should ask. Don't be afraid. I do answer most of the comments. There was that one incident way back when at the very beginning when I didn't answer comments for 3 months for multiple reasons. Firstly, I was a little busy. Secondly, I was surprised people actually commented. And then thirdly, I forgot that they had commented and then remembered later on, like 2 months after I had seen the messages, to try and go back and answer them. So that was a big problem. Hopefully we won't do that anymore. And I just scratched my nose. It seems like I'm lying. Oh, crap. People are going to hate me now. Anyway. Hardback Cafe from Spain, right? This is my Spain, or is this my Toronto? This is my Toronto shirt. Alright. You guys don't get to see the Toronto thing. It's down near the belly. Speaking of which, holy cow, I can't believe I almost forgot that. I was talking about in one of my way past videos for updating about losing weight. And I've done so. I've done a lot of that. I'm willing to do this just for you guys. Alright. Crap, that did not sound good at all. Alright, let me get that's a little bit better. Slim down a little bit. I'm still a little pudgy. That's just me. But I've lost, I think, 8 pounds since I last was at the doctor. I weighed like 203 or something. So actually, I've lost about 10 pounds over the past 6 months, something like that. By just walking every now and again. I didn't really get onto it until like maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. Where I started walking regularly, started watching my intake and food portions and stuff like that. I have only one serving of whatever it is, like one helping of whatever it is, instead of 2 nowadays. We haven't been eating nearly as much red meat as we used to in the past anyway, just due to my grandmother having a lifestyle change in of herself. So she could lose weight. She needed to. She was at a point where her knees were starting to bother her. And so she needed to lose the weight to stop that from happening. Because that's a big thing in her family. She has that genetic trait that sucks. So we've been eating healthier, working out a little bit by just walking. I haven't really done any crunches or push-ups or anything, so my arms are still not super great. My abdomen and my core aren't really doing the best, but I could work on that a little bit more. Tomorrow I'm going to get out and learn how to ride the freaking bike early in the morning before I go out. Before I record, I might record tomorrow. And before I go out to Assateague again, like I said earlier in the video. So I think I finally did cover everything. So yeah, my name is the Jackrabbit13, and I'm signing out. Catch you guys in the next episode of whatever it is I end up uploading. Probably going to be Dark Souls, though you might end up getting something new, something fresh, something to spice the channel up a little bit. Catch you then.